Hey, welcome back. Alright. Pop out chat. View full analytics. Kill that. Turn that chat into a little window right there. All right, let's get back to another Kerbal space program. Wait a minute, this is not the right Kerbal space program. See if I'm loading it up right here. Yeah, there we go. Minimize that. Go back to Kerbal. Adding K to every word. Look, Jeb and Valentina are holding hands. Settling argument of periapsis. Okay. So when we last left off, we had recently docked 2 vehicles around the Mun, and we were going to calculate exactly how much fuel it would take to get them back. So we're gonna fly this. Fly this vehicle over the Mun. Alright, and, God, I wish it was daytime. So, let's, just, time accelerate until daytime. You know what? We're gonna do some algebra here off screen. We're gonna go back to the Space Center. We're going to click here. We're gonna pull up our Big Mun lander here. Big Mun. Load it up. We're gonna take everything off. We're gonna take that off. That is the vehicle that we have docked to the refueler. And the question is, it is 19.94 tons. So the question is, we're going to have to do some algebra in Notepad. The question is, okay, famous equation, delta V equals ISP times ln of the mass ratio, wet mass over dry mass. So, we're going to look up a delta V map. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not cheat sheet. Kerbal Space Program Wiki. Okay. Alright. Got a crack in there. Probably a crack in there behind Eve, too. Okay. 580 meters per second is approximately what it takes to land on the moon. Now we're going to round that up to 600, 650. We want about 1,300 meters per second of delta V in our spacecraft. That should be enough to not only land on the moon, but perform rendezvous and docking. So if the specific impulse of these engines here, vacuum specific impulse is 305 seconds, we multiply that by 9.81, and then we're going to divide that by our target delta V, which we're going to say is 1,300 meters per second. And take the reciprocal of that. We got 0.43, so the natural log. So we're going to take e to that power. And that should be our ratio of our wet mass to our dry mass. So then 19 divide our wet mass divided by that. So we're going to multiply that by our dry mass, which is going to be 11.94 tons, I believe. 11.94 tons. We have to have a total mass of 18.43 tons, which is going to have to be slightly more than that. Okay, that's 18.43 tons. Okay. We're gonna subtract 19.94 here. Subtract 19.94 here. So I can lose about 1.5 tons of liquid fuel. 1.5 tons of liquid fuel. I got 3.6. 1.5 divided by 3.6. 0.41. No, wait. What? Ah, that's right. Okay. 1.5 divided by 8. 0.1875. Negative of that, multiply that by 720, 585. 500 at 85 liquid fuel. Or 715. 585 and 715. 585 and 715, that's what we're going to write down on our little notepad cheat sheet. 585, 715. 715 oxidizer. Okay, let's get back to the task at hand. We're going to leave this. We're going to not save. We're going to go back up to our spacecraft and we're going to pump fuel around until we have as close as we could possibly get to 585, 715 oxidizer fuel. Okay. 585 liquid fuel, 715 oxidizer in that spacecraft, just because I want to practice. Okay. Go out. That's got to go up to 585. Oh. 582. 588. 582. 500. 580. 585. Alright. It's probably not to the exact decimal, but we don't have to be all that precise here, so we're going to do the same thing with liquid fuel to 715. It's going to be even more difficult to get precise, but whatever. Okay, come on. 715, 715, 715, 715. Overshot. It's hard to do this. Oh, so close. Come on. Come on. Come on. I had to slide the mouse over. This is a lot harder than it looks, fellas. There's got to be some way. It would be nice if you could like set a certain amount of fuel that you want to fill up to, and then just fill to there. That should be a feature in Kerbal, because when you're doing multi-planet landing and docking and all that, and anyway, 711, 720. Oh no, in. Alright. Okay. One of these days I'm going to get it. One of these days. Got it! Boom! 715. 715 oxidizer, 585 liquid fuel. That is the exact ratio that I want in my lander. That is good. We have all the Kerbals in there that need to go in there, I believe. Let's take a look. Take a look inside. Hey, that's cool. Neat. Neat. I love that that superimposed IVA cutaway there. It's pretty cool to look at that. Go up to the crew hatch. Looks like we got Tanless and Jokus. And we have Eileen and Malpund, and of course Jebediah to pilot the whole thing. And we will go to our contract, and just to make sure we have all the right people, anytime I see the word Mun, land on the Mun. Tanless, yes. Land on the Mun. Eileen, yes. Malpund, land on the Mun, yes. And land on the Mun for Jokus. Okay, all four of those tourists wanted to go to the Mun, so they will be doing so. And let's go ahead and undock then, because okay. I did fail to consider RCS, but I think we've used RCS already. And we have plenty. And that just gives us all the more Delta V. We've got plenty of Delta V now. Okay, so let's go ahead and undock. Switch over to this guy. Turn on stability. Turn on retrograde surface. And now switch over to our map view. Zoom in. I think I want to land, yeah, right in that crater there. So let's go ahead and fire the engine. Fire the engine until we almost hit the edge of that crater. There, that'll be good. That'll take us down to 5 kilometers, just over the rim of the crater. We're going to be coming in fast and loose. And there's our mothership drifting up and away, up and away. About to have sunrise here any minute now. Time acceleration is dreadfully slow. Let's see if the chat has yielded anything. No. Oops. Okay, playbacks 2. That's cool. That's cool. Alright, it's sunrise. We're pulling ahead of our mothership. We are coming in low. We are coming in fast. As soon as we get over that crater, right over there, we will let's take a look at the scenery. Let's switch over to free view. Nice. Nice. Coming in over that valley, just skimming the peaks. Woo! Yeah. Hey, you like them apples? That was a close call. This is also going to be a close call. I don't think it's going to be closer, but it's going to be close. Let's just keep an eye on the terrain as we fly up on it. Okay. That should be the crater rim right about there. That should be the crater rim. Let's try to land right about there in the middle of the crater. Okay, perfect. Now we can set this up to be add maneuver. It's going to take about 419 meters per second, 419.5 meters per second to slow down right there. It's going to take about 30 seconds to do that maneuver. Sounds about right. We'll start the burn in about T-minus 22. Yeah. T-minus 22 should be fine. Give us enough time to slow down. And then we'll be going vertically. So. Alright. Oh, let's do suicide burn. We got a lot of horizontal velocity. We can do this. It's almost all horizontal velocity anyways. We don't have to be completely precise. Whoa, we do want to, let's raise that up just a bit here. Raise that up quite a bit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, that's fine. Woo! Look at that! Boom. No, 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 no. Oh, God, no. Okay. This is bad. I'm gonna... Whoa. Okay. Hang on. I don't think it's saved yet. So, I think I'm going on a collision course, so I have to act fast if I'm going to save this mission. Because I still had it on retrograde and Jeb. Jeb was being dumb. He should have turned that off. That was my fault. Technically, I shouldn't be doing this. I should not be doing this. But it's early in the morning. I'm not on top of my game. That'll be my one gimme. One gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay. So let's try this again. Light up those engines a bit. Light up those engines a bit. It brought me back quite a ways. Should delete this broadcast. Oh, that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. Don't think we're going to crash into the moon, but it's going to be very close, especially there at the rim of the crater. Oh man, that's going to be a close one. I gotta watch this very carefully. Very, very carefully. I gotta watch it very carefully. Here we go. Show me that rim. Show me that line going over that rim. It's gonna miss. It's gonna miss, but only just. Let's actually take a look out the window here and watch just how incredibly, just like last time, but I think it's even closer than last time here. Oh man, is this Oh, I'm flying through this valley. I'm flying through this valley. I'm practically going to skim the edge. Woo! Wow! Oh man. Jebediah is like, woo! And the other tourists have no idea how close they came to just being vaporized on impact at nearly twice the speed of sound. Okay. Now we'll time accelerate. And it's gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be just as close. Just as close right there. If not closer. Ooh. Oh, that's uncomfortably close to the ground. Oh man, those lunar highlands. Those lunar highlands, I'll tell you what. I do not want to decelerate before I have to. Fortunately, the Mun revolves fairly slowly. Fairly slowly. Once every 24 hours or so. It's... Wow. That is edge on. You know what? Since we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna see how close that comes. Oh boy. Might start to disappear, although that's pretty close to the periapsis, so our flight profile should be very level. I don't think it's going to change. I think we're going to just skim right over the top. Right over the top. Eeh. I don't know. There are the highlands coming up. There they are. I'm going to crash. I'm going to crash unless I do something. Yep, I'm gonna crash. Yeah, I would have crashed. Okay. Woo! Well, that was crazy. Let's bring that down. I may have ruined. Well, I've got RCS, which will get me the rest of the way into orbit if I'm a little short on fuel here. So we're gonna continue to slow down directly at our retrograde vector there. And it's going to take 30 seconds to perform a 420 meter per second burn. That means we're accelerating at about 14 meters per second. Okay, that's going to take about 21 seconds. 21 seconds, so I'll start that burn at T minus 15. Go T minus 15, we will burn to stop ourselves. Oh, shoot. Oh! That's it! That was it! Yeah. Here we go. Suicide burn. One hell of a suicide burn. And this time we'll switch over to stability assist. Just in the nick of time there. Oh yeah, look at this. Ah, the game kind of froze there. Okay. Success! Okay, it's not gonna tip over. Not on my watch. Alright. Alright, we've got 5 Kerbals. We're going to send them on EVA, have them plant little flags and everything, so let's go ahead and... Oh, those guys can't EVA? Huh. Okay. Well, they can always transfer into this crew hatch and then EVA. EVA. Yay. Yay. Woo. Oh. Ow. Ah. Oh. Sometimes you can tip over your vessel there if you land near the landing legs. Okay. Jebediah, why don't you go ahead and plant a flag? You've earned it. This time you've earned it. Landing site. Annoying tourists. Okay. Go ahead and take a surface camera. Surface sample, excuse me. And an EVA report. Alright. Turn on your RCS. Fly back up to the command pod there. Store experiments. Take an EVA while flying above the moon's far side crater. And store experiments. Then go ahead and board. And let's tourists may not disembark at all. So, what do you think of this? Jebediah, go ahead and EVA so that we can get. Oh wait, we're not going to do that. Never mind. There isn't another pilot. They're all tourists. So, in the interests of rendezvousing with our target here, let's just time accelerate until they're about to fly overhead, and then we will launch our spacecraft pretty much due east. Alright, so Jebediah, take us into orbit. Be a second relative position. Yeah, that's good enough. Alright. So let's switch over to target. We got the Kerbal rise, which we will watch in awe for a minute. Oh. Wow. Nice. Can you believe that it has been 49 years, 50 years since the first launch of the Saturn V, and 49 years almost since Apollo 8, where they first observed an Earthrise. Alright, so once again, we don't even have to circularize, we can just go straight into a docking sequence with a close approach being only 500 meters askew here. So we've got our target vector indicators there, and as we approach the intercept node, we will just keep pushing that retrograde vector over the anti-position vector indicator. Alright, so go ahead and do that. How much fuel do we have, by the way? Very little. I did pretty accurately calculate that. Probably go down for a second landing with my other pilot just to give him experience, but it seems kind of like a waste of time. You know, we came here for this one mission, we're just going to do that. Time accelerate to be a little closer, and you'll notice every time I perform these correction burns to push that indicator onto the push that retrograde vector onto the position indicator on the nav ball, the separation distance drops. Now 12.3 meters per second. We'll go ahead and slow down to about a meter per second. Kill our relative velocity here. Let's go ahead and just use the RCS from here on out. Go ahead and target the relative position. Switch over to our other ship. Set that as our target. Target relative velocity. Because we can't target the target, but we can target our relative velocity vector. So we will switch back over to our ship with RCS. We're going to bring up that RCS. We're going to push that relative velocity vector onto the target. And we're going to continue targeting the relative velocity vector. You know, I should show actuation Oh, shoot! Shoot, I came in a little too fast because I was too frustrated with that RCS. Just keep pointing that way. And you keep pointing that way. Okay. These RCS blocks, I don't want them to be used for rotation, so show actuation toggles, pitch, yaw, and roll. We're going to disable those on all of these. Pitch, yaw, and roll. 4 by throttle. Off, always full action. Off. Okay. Pitch, yaw, and roll. Pitch, yaw, and roll. Pitch, yaw, and roll. Pitch, yaw, and roll. Oh, come on. Come on. When are we going to actually dock here? Okay, so I got all of those turned off. Pitch, yaw, and roll. Pitch, yaw, and roll on that one. Pitch, yaw, and roll on that one. That's 2. Okay. That one, excellent. That one, pitch, yaw, and roll. And one more right here. Show actuation, pitch, yaw, and roll. Yaw, pitch, and roll. As it shows. So that way, it's only going to fire the thrusters for translation, and it'll use the reaction wheels in the command module for rotation. That's exactly what I want. That is the most fuel efficient. Let's go ahead and shut down this engine. And shut down this engine so our engines aren't fighting each other as we perform another burn. Excellent. Gimbal is free. Alright. Let's control from here. And we are docked again after landing and launching again, performing rendezvous. Finally docking. So, still have plenty of resources here to perform the Minmus rendezvous and docking. So, excuse me, Minmus insertion and landing. Homan transfer insertion and landing. So, we're going to end it there. We'll see you a little bit later today for the Minmus transfer.